Okay, I'm going to apologize right off the top because this video is so short, to be totally honest. I know some of you out there that want a short video to be like, oh, and you need to stop doing such long recaps. I mean, I don't want to listen to you talk about Raw for an hour. Well, apparently a lot of you like that because you continuously watch these wrestling videos. And if you haven't noticed, I kind of have this little sty problem, so my eye is bothering me, so the writing is not the greatest tonight. I apologize for that. NXT and SmackDown recap, supposedly on Saturday. I should be able to get that done. Of course, we had Night of Champions on Sunday and Raw on Monday, so a lot of wrestling coming up this weekend. Let's go into it. No Surrender. St. Louis, Missouri was the site of No Surrender tonight. And the Aces and Eights music hit, and the current TNA World Heavyweight Champion Bully Ray, along with Brooke Tessmacher, came out to the ring. When it's all said and done, at the end of the day, the only reason the Aces and Eights have any problems is because of Hulk Hogan. So Hogan comes out, and he basically says, you should be worried about putting the title up against your brother. And basically, Bully's like, if Mr. Anderson just says he's sorry to me and just apologizes face to face, we can just sweep this all underneath the carpet, not a problem. Anderson walks out and refuses Hogan's handshake and basically says, our colors are stronger than you'll ever be. Apologize and it's over. Anderson thinks about it. He's like, you're right. You're totally right. I was out of line. I can't wait to get out of line tonight. Then he punches Bully Ray in the face and leaves him laying. And Hogan makes an official announcement that the last man standing stipulation is now on the World Heavyweight title match. Good opening. Aces and Eights pretty much has run its course. Only people left at this point are Garrett Bischoff, Wes Briscoe, and Nux, along with Bully Ray. Someone else is not involved with Aces and Eights anymore. We'll talk about that as we progress. So we started the show off with the first of two semifinal matches in the Bound for Glory series, Austin Aries and AJ Styles. This match was awesome, and I really wish I could have done more on it, but like I said, eye bothering me. So Neil says, look how bad that is. It looks horrible. I'd rather that have been punched in the face. Hopefully it'll be taken care of soon. So, okay. Midway through the match like we do here. Whip in, and Aries misses the charge in the corner. Fireman's carry reversed into a boot in the midsection. Suplex blocked, and they go back and forth, blocking suplex attempt after suplex attempt. Elbow right to the top of the head, elbow to the top of the head, and then a forearm. Spinning back fist. Aries countered the crucifix, reversed into AJ's fireman's carry, flip over into the head into the kneecap. 1-2 and a kick out. So he goes to the Styles Clash. It gets countered, and that is by Aries grabbing the ropes. So AJ with a forearm knocks Aries off the apron. Pescado tosses him back in. Springboard is countered by Aries, like putting the brakes on it by shoving AJ, and AJ goes chest first on the ropes and then hits his head against the side of the ring apron. It was pretty vicious. Suplex back in, it gets countered, and it gets countered again, and they counter suplex back and forth. Forearm off the apron on two occasions, we'll go with that. Charges in, catches the springboard forearm off the top from AJ, 1-2, and a kick out. Goes to the Styles Clash, gets countered with a Hurricane Rana. IED gets countered with the boot up in the face. He comes off the ropes, does AJ. Aries catches him with a drop kick. Goes for the Brain Buster, gets countered. AJ goes for the vertical neck breaker, gets spun around reverse into the Brain Buster. 1-2, and no. AJ kicks out. So, he locks on the last chancery, and AJ's about to have to tap out, but he gets to the ropes, so he's fine. Aries goes up top. AJ climbs up to face him. 3 big elbows, and a bell ringer knocks AJ off the top. Goes for the 450, and he lands on his feet as AJ rolls out of the way. ducks a crossbody in the corner, Pele while Aries on the buckle, Styles clash off the top, 1, 2, 3. Great matchup, and I'll give it to TNA, as I always do. Really good contest between these two superstars. I'm very happy to see them work, and I very much hope that we see another match with them in the near future. I said one of two things. I said it so I could cover my behind, to be totally honest, that the finals of the Bound for Glory series would be the Battle of the Dirty Heels. I did also say that I'm still, at the end of the day, sticking with my original prediction that AJ wins the Bound for Glory series. But I never believed what would happen next. And I like the finishing sequence there. It was really nice. Magnus and Bobby Roode were in the second semifinal match, and they had an excellent match. Good back and forth. And I really wish I could have wrote more on the match, but I kind of just got the finish. And Magnus goes to climb back in the ring. Roode kicks the ropes. He goes for the perfect plex. It gets reversed and a jackknife cover. Magnus takes it right there. So, we come back from commercial, and Bobby Roode is destroying the backstage area. He gets interrupted by Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, and they basically make the comment that if they're not going to the finals, nobody is. So, apparently Bellator is pulling Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson from Impact, so they're not going to be on the show. I don't have a problem with that, because I don't care about them anyway. Our next match is our last man standing match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Bully Ray defending against Mr. Anderson. We'll go midway through the match like we always do here. Bully with a chair shot to the lower back. He gets up in Hebner's face. Hebner fights him off, and Earl ends up shoved into the turnbuckle. He's out. So he goes for a big boot, gets ducked, mic check on the chair, no referee. So Anderson goes to pick up Bully and gets nailed with a Bubba Cutter. And Wes Garrett and Nux come out. And they get in the ring, they help Mr. Anderson up. Brooke slides underneath and the bottom rope and low blows Mr. Anderson. Bully gives the order, and they triple powerbomb Mr. Anderson, and he gets up at 9, so we have a referee now. So, big clothesline on Anderson. He grabs the chain, pops Anderson in the head, Anderson blades, and he's bleeding profusely. He's again up at 9. So, Anderson's on wobbly legs. Bully charges him in and avalanches him through the table set up in the corner, and that's the end of the match. So after the match, Anderson goes off on a stretcher. He has a neck brace around his neck, and everything is like they're playing it up like Bully put him on the shelf. Well, what he does is he takes him off the stretcher, and he gives him a pile driver on top of the ramp and leaves him laying. Here's an interesting segment. Oh, by the way, next week at No Surrender, Part 2, apparently, we're going to be getting Mickie James defending the Knockouts Championship against ODB, so that should be good. It's an interesting segment with Cowboy James Storm and Gunner. Of course, they have been pretty much on a losing streak lately. I mean, they lost to Wes and Garrett last week. And they make an open challenge, and the challenge is accepted by Chavo, Guerrero, and Hernandez. And basically, Gunner says he wants to fight, so next week they're going to have a tag team match, and if they win, they might get their tag team title shot at Bound for Glory. Okay. So we get our main event, and our main event is the finals of the Bound for Glory series, the phenomenal AJ Styles against Magnus. Magnus locks on a chin lock. AJ punches his way out. High elevation back body drop on AJ. Makes a cover 1-2 and a kick out. So whip in. He charges in. AJ catches him with a drop toe hold to the middle turnbuckle. Whip in reverse. Kick to the chest. Stops him momentum. Charging elbow. And he goes for a leaping knee drop. And he misses. Big scoop slam by Magnus. AJ locks in. Small package 1-2 and a kick out. So Ego hit the ring. And they attack both men. Of course, like I said before, if we can't win, then no one can. So they whip Magnus into the Double R Spinebuster, and Daniels plants AJ with Angel's Wings and leaves him laying. We come back to live action, step up Enziguri kick on Magnus, AJ with a discus clothesline while Magnus is clotheslining him double down, so they're both down at this point. Clothesline, charging back elbow from AJ, goes for a spin kick, backdrop, lands on the ring apron, does AJ. Springboard, gets caught with a European uppercut. Michinoku driver 1-2 and a kick out. He goes for the clover leaf. It gets countered into a Gogoplata, which, yeah, if you guys are not doing your research, you'd realize the Gogoplata is another way to say the Undertaker's Hell's Gate triangle choke. So he's got it locked on, and he pins his shoulders down to the canvas, 1-2 and a kick out. Sunset flip, 1-2 and a kick out. Pele, 1-2, and Magnus kicks out. So he charges in, locks on the calf killer, and valiantly Magnus grabs the rope, call for the rope break. So AJ's got him in the corner, and he's got him on the ropes at this point, literally. And he charges in with a diving forearm in the corner. AJ charges in, gets takedown by Magnus, 1-2 and a kick out, puts him on the buckle. He climbs up, goes for a superplex. AJ punches his way out. Magnus with a forearm. AJ forearms Magnus off. He climbs up, punch, forearms, repeated forearms, and Magnus gets bumped. AJ hits the spiral tap, 1-2-3, and he wins the 2013 Bound for Glory series. So, there's a lot of directions to go from here. Alright, Bound for Glory series is over, so we're getting AJ Styles and Bully Ray at Bound for Glory. Don't have a problem with that. So, we're getting that. We still have Ego, obviously want something to do with AJ, so maybe they'll try to cost AJ the win at Bound for Glory. Doesn't matter, because we all know that the Bound for Glory endgame is AJ Styles winning. Now, between now and October 20th, we need to disband the Aces and Eights one by one. And for that matter, get rid of the Main Event Mafia. There's no point to either one of them at this point. So just get back to business as usual. And after Bound for Glory, the Impact after Bound for Glory, we start the slate over. And we, of course, push AJ as the world champion. And, of course, Manic wants a shot against Jeff Hardy. So that match will probably happen next week in No Surrender. It wasn't officially announced. Like, there wasn't a Chiron for it. But Hogan says, yeah, you got the match, brother. So that'll probably happen. And it looks like Storm and Gunner are going to be taking on Chavo and Hernandez. I think they should be facing Bad Influence instead. But I guess Chavo and Hernandez, sure. So, yeah. Normally these videos are like half hour, 40 minutes. This video is not even going to be 14 minutes long, so sorry about that. My eye's bothering me, so I just need to get off here. So in the meantime, if you like these videos, tell your friends about them. Leave a comment, do subscribe, and spread the word about Pop. If you want to tweet me, you can. It's at SirOwenDisney. If you want to email me, SirOwenDisney@gmail.com. Or if you want to friend me on Facebook, it's Owen Disney. So, in the meantime, we'll talk wrestling again on Saturday. We will do NXT and SmackDown, as well as Sunday is the Night of Champions pay-per-view, so I will be recapping that, and on Monday we'll be doing Raw. So, a lot still to come in the week. We've got a really good verses this week. The Cryptic Comment is Headlock, and I'll actually throw in a couple other verses as well. Next week's verses. Not this coming week. Not the one on Sunday. Next Sunday, which is going to be September 22nd. The Cryptic Comment, as of this moment, is Childhood. So, and I believe, unless things change, the Cryptic Comment for September 29th's verses will be Adrenaline. So check those out. And of course, we have AJ's movie reviews coming out tomorrow. We'll be talking about The Family and Insidious 2. And on next Friday, September 20th, we're going to be seeing The Spectacular Now, as well as Austin Land and Ain't Them Bodies Saints. That video will be up on Pop on Friday morning, right before I go out to the parks for the day. In the meantime, thank you guys and girls out there for watching, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I gotta say about that.